So I guess Jay-Z confirmed it first, and I guess it's time for us to accept. It's The Rock. Nah, let me stop. In all actuality, he put his new video up on BET after the awards for the death of Autotune. Pretty good performance, pretty good show. All in all, the whole show itself was amazingly unique. I will say that much. It definitely was a heavy show for a lot of the participants who were involved. Special props, major props goes out to Janet for going on stage and basically pouring her in so many ways pouring herself out there for the in representation of the family. Because it's a tough time for everybody. To lose such a huge icon in the music industry. And as I mentioned in my last video, definitely will be missed. But it's definitely key to realize that without it's like certain artists are the reason where other artists are where they are. So you had to take time to acknowledge that. I'm glad I got this in my hand because this is the funniest thing out of random moments, but I have to bring it up. Um, Everyone, I don't know if you noticed, of course, the BET Awards was on last night. It was supposed to be, initially, it was supposed to be 3 hours. It lasted about over 3.5 hours. And of course, they still had to do the after party because you know how we do. We got to do an after party. It's almost like a unwritten script or something. But that was it was very interesting because they did the video for Blame It, and as the video had was at the end, they showed T Pain with the thing of Nuvo practically done, and he was drinking that or whatever. Then when they went up for the award, because they won an award right after that song, he comes up with one of these, like he just left a house party or a family outing in the backyard. Like that's an unwritten law. You don't let folks. I don't know. It's a unique thing. When I first thought about it, I was thinking about a mix CD I made for a friend of mine. And the first song on there is "The Gent" by Betty Wright. So I just kind of was like, wow, like this really did just take me to another place, another element. But hey, it is what it is. But like I said, all in all, the performances were good. Neo definitely did his thing, exposing, first one of the very rare times you see him without the hat. But all in all, great performance. Everyone did pretty good performances. A lot of people gave some strong criticism to a lot of artists. I'm gonna be the scapegoat, and I'm gonna be the wild child, as I call it, or as most of my friends know me as the loose cannon, and defend Don Cornelius. I don't know if a lot of you all realize Don is in his 70s. So, with that being said, I'll co-sign with just about everybody. Shouldn't have been on stage trying to read from a teleprompter from that far because let's face it, back in the day when he did his show, he read from a teleprompter, but now like talking about it. I mean, most of his stuff, he knew the artist pretty well. He knew the show pretty well. That was kind of like his home. So it was his big thing. Still own all of his DVDs. I need to go check it eventually and see if they still all in the same condition they were a year ago. But yeah, I mean, Don was that dude. I mean, you think of when you think of music or when you think of anything related to artists getting on the scene, Soul Train was definitely the 6 degrees of separation. Nice dedication to the OJs. Everybody. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna kind of squash it a little bit. Folks were looking for the show to solely, strictly be a full-fledged, all-out, 100% dedication. Tough to do when it wasn't really a part of the plan. Like they had to revamp it at the last minute, and I mean, Jamie talked about that in the after party, which I thought was just not even. I won't even gonna give. I gave a few minutes to it, but I was like, nah. I'll go ahead and go to sleep. But basically, I'm saying all that to say that, I mean, for everybody who did, look for it to be some phenomenal, out of this world, blow your mind away performance. I mean, you got what you got. You got to be embracing of what is and go from there. So, So now, it all worked out for the better. It was good for me personally because I was able to see it since there were no sports on yesterday at all, other than congratulations to Brazil. Guess you can say congratulations USA for getting silver in the cup because they were up 2-0 when everybody was tweeting about it. And that's another thing I'm gonna get into because I was guilty of it last night myself. Twitter, everybody who was on Twitter, all of my followers, all of those who I do follow, we had it. I mean, I'd never seen Twitter that busy in one night. I mean, everybody possible got their tweet game on. I don't care if it was from, I think majority of them had the Blackberries popping, the iPhones popping, the G1s popping, the everything, like all who texting through the texting, had that going on. So it is what it is. But like I said, all well and good, no problem. And Facebook enjoyed the convos with you all as well. And last thing I'm gonna say, and this is gonna be kind of like my cap off. We are a few days away from, of course, July 1st, and for those of you all who live here in this area, most of you know where that is. For those of you who live in this area, be mindful that this and this won't work together anymore. If you get caught texting while driving, they can't pull you over. So just be mindful of that. There are other laws out there related to mopeds and other things of that nature, but just keep your eyes on what's popping. Because like I say all the time in every video, ever since I've been on it, Big Brother is watching, so be mindful. But anyways, y'all be good, stay safe. Hope I ain't bore y'all half to death. Touching on 7 minutes. Love, peace, and soul. Blood, sweat, and tears. Alright, I'm out.